There is a kind of pastoral care that does not hurry. It does not intervene. It does not resolve. It does not fix what is not yet ready to be fixed. It stays. I have loved horses since I was a child, brushing a quarter horse named Honey in the evenings after school. I have lived my entire adult life with post-traumatic stress from an assault during my military service, a diagnosis that did not come until 2005. For decades, I had no language for what I was carrying. When the diagnosis came, I studied. I completed clinical pastoral education in a hospital and then through an equine therapy program in Colorado. I arrived in Colorado skeptical. I left changed. I watched chaplains who had spent careers carrying other people's pain finally stand next to a creature who could carry with them. And I began to understand what I had been missing. In the world of equine-assisted therapy, there is a category called spiritual care. It includes every religion. It often functions as a soft finish at the end of an 8-week program, 8 weeks being the length of time insurance will pay. The person feels better at the end, they often do, and then the program closes. Lutheran pastoral accompaniment does not close at 8 weeks. It does not measure its work by resolution. It does not finish when the insurance stops paying. It stays. Through witness, through restraint, through relational safety, beside those whose grief cannot be hurried or explained. Horses do this well. They do not rush. They do not need the person in front of them to be anything other than what they are. They stand and they breathe and they wait. That is most of what pastoral presence actually is, and it is what the horses have been teaching me to offer the people whose grief I sit with. Hope for Healing is a small Maine nonprofit rooted in Hamden, where the herd lives and the work takes place. We accompany those who are living with grief, trauma, and moral injury. It is not treated by forgetting. It is not treated by 8 weeks of exposure therapy. It is accompanied, it is witnessed, it is given time. The horses offer what our methodologies often cannot: a presence without agenda, a body that does not flinch, a consistency the traumatized nervous system can finally trust. And within the life of the church, we offer what the horses cannot: the word proclaimed, the sacraments received, the promises of Christ spoken directly into the place where the wound lives. That is the work, staying beside the horse and within the life of the church. You already do this work. You sit with the widows and the dying. You listen to grief you cannot fix and carry secondary trauma most parish members will never see. You already know most of what the horses have taught me. What I want to offer you is language for what you already are doing, a vocabulary for the ministry of staying. The horses are teachers. The gospel is the healer, and the grief of those we serve is not ours to hurry.